Mr. Singh, an eminent professor interacting with his students, suddenly asked his wards how many of them want to become an entrepreneur. He was amazed to see all hands up. Happy with their exuberance, he decided to make them understand the true meaning of an entrepreneur, how to build entrepreneurial confidence, business lifecycle spectrum, and above all, why ventures fail. An entrepreneur is defined as anyone who finds or organizes a business, then continues to be an active participant in the operation of that business. In other words, an entrepreneur is anyone who launches and continues to run their business enterprise along with any of its uncertainties in order to make a profit. Entrepreneurs are very specific people and they think in a very specific way. True entrepreneurs have defined the unique way they will contribute to this world. It's about contribution, purpose, a mission, and fulfilling the vision of what they believe they were placed here to do. Think like an entrepreneur by digging deep into your own offering. Entrepreneurship is a lifelong learning process. Learn how to think horizontally rather than vertically. Employees are usually trained in a few focus areas, but an entrepreneur typically needs to know how to run an entire organization from top to bottom. All entrepreneurs go through an observation stage that is also known as research phase. So, what is the best way to do research? The answer is that interview anyone you can learn from. Every interview is an opportunity to build and nurture a new relationship. Those connections will play a significant role in your startup, whether you need guidance, partners, customers, or funding. Approximately 50% of small businesses fail within the first 5 years of operation because it runs out of capital or because the founders gave up too early. Failure of a venture varies from venture to venture, mainly due to target audience confusion, overbuild their minimum viable product infrastructure, which can inflate their burn rate without adding a ton of value. Investors want to see traction, certain key metrics before opening their wallets. Ventures fail as 99 times out of 100 entrepreneurs raise capital earlier than it was needed. The ultimate success of a business is based on how well that idea is executed. Every business goes through 4 phases of a life cycle: startup, growth, maturity, and renewal or rebirth or decline. Understanding what phase you are in can make a huge difference in the strategic planning and operations of your business. Here are the telltale signs of each phase and how to ensure success at every step. Startup. During the startup phase, you spend your time meeting people, coming up with new ways to sell your products or services. At this point, you should be tweaking your business model to get a sense of the market to turn profitable. Although it's an exciting time, it's where the most businesses fail. Reason: cash demand is high. Solution: figure out a business model for sustainable cash flow, consistent growth, and the ability to hire other people to run it. Growth. Growth phase is where your business has its reputational capital in the marketplace. Build teams and hire higher level people to run operations. The growth phase will require investment. With investors, you give up equity and gain advisors. With debt, you retain all your equity but will likely have to sign personal guarantees with banks to secure funding. Maturity. Mature businesses are dependable and consistent. With strong cash position, they grew through acquisition or spin-offs of other product lines. Enjoy this period, but be on the lookout for signs that you need to start making a change. Renewal decline. Many owners whose businesses are in decline have no idea. If revenue has declined for 3 consecutive quarters, you probably entered the declining phase 2 or so years ago. Take action and start looking for ways to innovate. Starting a business entails understanding and dealing with many issues: legal, financing, sales and marketing, intellectual property protection, liability protection, human resources, and more. Remember that 9 of the top 20 reasons for startup failures and 5 out of top 10 were related to customers, not meeting customers' needs, not listening to them, or even ignoring them.